I can't even read these lyrics out loud. Token. Ah, dude, big sister over here, like, ah, ha, ha, ha. So, what we're trying to say, what I think he's trying to tell us, this one's not for the kids. Please make sure your kids ain't watching this. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Ultimate YouTube channel. It's your girl, Rosalie. Ah, this is so freaking powerful. Guess what time it is. Let's keep this short and simple, but I had to come on here. It's a brand new day. That means brand new music from all around the world, and I got something special for you today. Our wordsmith, Token, has a new song out, Never Me Too. And I'm really intrigued by this one. I was already brainstorming what that title might be implying, but I have no idea. So let's check it out together. If you don't know Token, go check Token Hip Hop out on YouTube and all the social media platforms. Watch me falling off my chair before the song's already started. And check him out and go support him. Are you ready? Let's listen.
People got a house, they like to chillin', not me. Every time I try to chill, my brain don't go to sleep. I see open windows, I say, who the fuck living there? People who don't wanna either die or be a millionaire. Could never be me. Fuck that. 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 Devil done got me, the money's the root of all evil, but I wanna see what they evil do. Want me, they gonna be dead or I'm gonna be great. I cannot do a thing in between the two. I get some haters repeating my name and it's all good and fun till I show them like Beetlejuice. Thought he was either a liar or he was just too good at playing some hide and seek peekaboo. Hard to believe all these people are fake, but that's why when I see them, it's so much I'm seeing through. I'm always trying to convince a bitch I'm not a cheater, but I get a spot like a cheater do. I get a spot I can fuck you and lie to you, and then I get a spot I can save you. All of my homies belong in a prison, that's why we hang out, cause soon I won't be able to. Tired of being at funerals, dog. Tired of trying to parent my mom. Tired of being the ex that the women don't talk shit about, cause I break up your heart and love. Somebody tell them they really should be putting blame on themselves for not keeping me hard enough. Fuck in the back of the Mercedes so many times I get a little horny when I start her. So many people I hit on my phone and I gotta be walking around with a charger. I'm independent with labels and bitches and living in family ties every partner. If you see me in your city, I'll be in a hoodie and ball in my face like I'm Arthur. People got a house, they like to chillin', not me. Every time I try to chill, my brain don't go to sleep. I see open windows, I say, who the fuck living there? People who don't wanna either die or be a millionaire.
Let me close my mouth. Okay. This one's intense, thematically, lyrically, but he's spitting crazy fast. I'm gonna have to go through the lyrics with y'all afterwards. I'm just trying to take this in for a second because this is really raw and intense and intense.
Could never be me. Fuck that. 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 Toke always been a leader, can't relate to a follower. You type of guy wafted up only to act like boss of her. What's on my wrist got her chest beating like heart rate monitor. She'll be your loss, I'll be her throat lozenge if I wanted her. I've never been good at just chilling, that's when a demon visits. She say I'm too busy to me means good job living. Tell my mom you ain't voting blue, you get the girl shook and panicked. I'm so good on my own, might wanna go get a pussy planet. Everyone talking about me the second I'm leaving, there's so much they don't wanna say to me. Waking up with a bad feeling, I'm turning into everything that I said I'm afraid to be. Cannot be saving a hoe, but ironically all of them salty and all of them savory. The only reason I'm telling a lot of the bitches for her benefit, it's okay with me. I wanted my girl to cheat on me so it could be easy. You're breaking up with her quietly. That was the reason I always encouraged her to go to Hollywood, New York, and Miami. One thing I don't like about being better than all of these rappers is no one is trying me. I'm gonna fuck up my son and then he's gonna fuck up his son to continue the dynasty. People got a house, they like to chillin', not me. Every time I try to chill, my brain don't go to sleep. I see open windows, I say, who the fuck living there? People who don't wanna either die or be a millionaire. Could never be me. Fuck that. Could never be me. Fuck that. Could never be me. Fuck that. Could never be me. Fuck that.
Whoa. This was intense. Okay, my first thought is, dang, this was vulgar and intense. But I think if we dare to look a little deeper, a little closer at what these lyrics are about, what he's trying to actually say, then he might actually be saying a couple of deep stuff. It's interesting that the artwork of the album is so fitting to the people that he's using in his videos. Those three ladies, a melanated sister, a brunette, a blonde, or something like that. All these different guys, a very diverse group of people, all kinds of walks of life. And they're all represented, it seems to be, on that artwork, just as the people that he was using in his music video. And I like that. I think that's interesting. That's neat. Huh. Token, what are you trying to say? All right, so the hook in the chorus obviously is pretty straightforward. And I feel like initially it sets me back because I'm like, what? Why do we keep having to say this? just because growing up, that would have not been something I would really listen to much or expose myself to. But I'm trying to be open-minded and allow myself to look at it from an artistic standpoint beyond just, he's just saying F this and F that, right? That ain't going to be me. There's something cathartic about using that word sometimes and using it not just to be vulgar or just for the sake of cussing, but to express this idea of fuck that, F that, I'm done with this. Beyond no thank you, I'm making a statement. To continually tag could never be me, F that, is so interesting and fitting to that routine monotony that is being displayed in the music video. From the same scenes repeating again and again at the funeral, in the car, surrounded by these women, with all his people in the room, as well as the way that he kept getting up out of bed, waking up. And it is interesting to me because it made me think of these movies where the same day repeats over and over again and you're stuck in a loop. But also to have that loop repeating in the chorus, lyrically, melodically, and thematically in the music video was well done. He says, people got a house they like to chill in, not me. Every time I try to chill my brain, I'll go to sleep. I see open windows. I say, who the F lives in there? People who don't want to either die or be a millionaire. So to me, it's this play on thematically on this idea of you got people that are either so focused on not wanting to die, something to live for, or that are just chasing money. But then he says, people who don't want to either die or be a millionaire. I see open windows. I wonder who lives in there. People who don't want to have just either or option. And to me, saying that could never be me, I'm confused a bit because it's a wordplay to me. It's either implying that could never be me. I could never be a person who's just stuck between those two options, be a millionaire or not wanting to die. Or saying, all I see, the people that I'm looking at through those windows are people who don't want to either die or be a millionaire. That could never be me, aka I am trying to be a millionaire and I want to die. I don't want to die. Hold on. People who don't want to either die or be a millionaire. To me, it's a double entendre. It's this idea of you either got two kinds of people, those who don't want to die or those who want to be a millionaire. Or it's this idea of saying the people that I'm seeing through the windows that I'm wondering about, they don't want to either die or be a millionaire. They don't want to just have those two options. And the whole idea being part of the album, I'm not supposed to be here, is this play on that could never be me. I'm not supposed to be here. This isn't even supposed to happen. Everything is just this journey of mine, figuring out life and existence. That could never be me. This one's called Never Me too, though. Devil done got me. The money's the root of all evil, but I want to see what the evil do. I feel like that part's an honest conversation about wanting to see just what people mean when they say the love of money is the root of all the evil. Because side note, it ain't the money actually, but that scripture that people refer to is actually the love of money that it talks about being the root of all evil. I feel like this is an honest conversation by someone who says, let me see that. Okay. It's easy to say the love of money is the root of all evil. Money is bad. I want to see what that evil does. People that are either not wanting to die or wanting to be a millionaire, that could never be me. F that. I want it all. I want to know. I'm either going to be dead or I'm going to be great, which fits well to this idea of death or greatness. I think maybe the main idea here is, I sound like an ELA teacher now, is we have those two options. You either die or you're great. I'm not going to be mediocre. That could never be me. I'm not okay with just being stuck in one or the other. I want greatness. I cannot do a thing in between the two. I got some haters repeating my name, and it's all good and fun till I show up like Beetlejuice. Daddy was either a liar or he was just too good at playing some hide-and-seek peekaboo. Hard to believe, which is interesting because when you're thinking of childhood and a father and the game of peekaboo, but it's also a constant conversation about duality here. Playing peekaboo, something being hidden, something being revealed, being a liar or saying the truth, being dead or being great. Hard to believe all these people are fake, but I swear when I see him, it's so much I'm seeing through. I'm always trying to convince a snitch I'm not a cheater, but I got a spot like a cheetah do. Ooh, I got a spot I could F you and lie to you. And then I got a spot I could save for you. All of my homies belong in a prison. That's why we hang out, because soon I won't be able to. Tired of being at funerals, dog. Tired of trying to parent my mom. Wow. Tired of being the ex that the women talk ish about because I break every heart I love. Somebody tell them they really should be putting blame on themselves for not keeping me hard enough. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then he got really it gets intense and vulgar and wild. I think this idea of him basically saying most people are just trying to find a home, trying to find some place to go where they can chill and rest and arrive. That's not me. I can't turn off my brain. I've got to be great. I am not going to be somewhere in between death and greatness. It's either or. I'm either going to be dead or I'm going to be great. I'm not mediocre. I'm not going to be in between. I'm not. And then he lists all these extremes. And again, it is very vulgar to me. I'm not going to lie. I promise y'all real talk, real reactions. When I see stuff like that, scenes like that, verbiage like that, I'm like, ugh, did we have to say all of it like that? But I appreciate token rap skills and literary art that I want to try to be open-minded and be like, okay, what's he really trying to say here? And I think part of it being intense and vulgar and wild is on purpose. It's shock value. It's let me show you and demonstrate and act out and talk about all these crazy things. Shock value to make people pay attention, but also to really showcase just how serious I am about I want to be great. And also, I guess, also an honest conversation about I'm not somewhere in between. I'm not mediocre or lukewarm, but I'm not a saint either. I'm breaking hearts. I'm going hard, literally verbatim, so to speak. Toke always been a leader, can't relate to a follower. You type of guy wifed her up only to act like the boss of her. What's on my wrist got her chest beating like a heart rate monitor. She'll be your loss, I'll be her throat lozenge if I wanted her. This guy, I've never been good at just chilling. That's when the demon visit. She say I'm too busy to me just means good job living. Tell my mom you ain't voting blue. You get the girl shook and panic. I'm so good on my own, might want to... I can't even read these lyrics out loud. Token, dude, big sister over here like, ha ha ha. So what we're trying to say, what I think he's trying to tell us, this one's not for the kids. Please make sure your kids ain't watching this. Everyone talking about me the second I'm leaving. There's so much they don't want to say to me. Waking up with a bad feeling. I'm turning into everything that I said I'm afraid to be. Cannot be saving a hoe, but ironically, all of them salty and all of them savory. Oh my gosh, dude. The only reason I'm telling a lie to the snitch is for her benefit. It's okay with me. Oh my gosh. I wanted my girl to cheat on me so it could be easier breaking up with her quietly. As much as I'm not liking all the vulgarity and whatnot, the honesty I can respect. I can respect the honesty of what I think many people deal with, from wanting to chase the money to wishing they could, or literally seeking the hype and the fame and wanting to be the leader and the greatest and wanting to get the attention and be in front of and surrounded by all the people that love you and cheer you on, but also being aware that there's probably backstabbers in that exact same group. Wanting to chase the women and have, as many attractive ones surrounding you. I think a lot of people, especially in that world, they long for that. They chase that, until it gets old. But I think at least I can respect here that there's this honest conversation, because I know there's people that feel that way, that almost want that their partner to cheat on them so that they can get away, looking for a way out. That's what was the reason I always encouraged her to go to Hollywood, New York, and Miami. One thing I don't like about being better than all of these rappers is no one is trying me. And then he speaks on that cycle, which fits again to the repetition of the chorus, to that loop feeling. I'm going to F up my son. He's going to F up his son and continue the dynasty, which fits to this idea of that loop of being stuck in a rut. And I think the whole song is an intense, in my book, way of talking about those contrasts we have in life, where we have the choice between either dying or going for greatness, where we have the choice of being either liars or being saints, being true, being authentic. A lot of things in life are just that, yin and yang, day and night, dark and light, good and evil, cold, hot and cold, right? And I think this song is a conversation about a lot of those philosophical questions we face, about what it means to be great, about what it costs to be mediocre, and also that loop we find ourselves in, though. So as much as we find ourselves between polarities in life, we also end up going through the motion, and a lot of things repeat generationally, even, right? The decisions we make affect our children, and what they then do in turn affects their children, etc. And we keep getting up, we're going through the motion. We have a choice. We have a choice of what it's going to be. And the chorus continually tagging, people get a house, they like the chillin', not me. My brain can't sleep. I see open windows. I want to know who lives in there. People who don't want to either die or be a millionaire. It could never be me. That can never be me. Someone who is just going to be either or. I want it all, and I'm going to go hard, and I'm going to be honest about what I am, even if that means all the parts that are sinner and intense and vulgar. A lot of talking smack, a lot of just provocative shock effect lyrics up in here. I'm so good on my own, might want to go get a implanted. I think maybe that's a play on also some of the females that are like, I'm good on my own. A lot of females that just want to do their own thing. It's really raw. It's really intense. But I think maybe it's his way of being honest about just who he is and what he deals with or even struggles with, and basically saying that's never going to be me. Maybe it's a double entendre also. That's never going to be me. I'm not going to be that type of person. All these things I've just described that I do. F that. I don't want to be mediocre. I don't want to be like the rest. Because quite honestly, here's where the hypocrisy comes in. If we're saying, I'm not going to just be mediocre looking for a house to chill in. I want greatness. It's either death or greatness. But now I'm doing all the things that everybody else is doing. Cheating, effing around, playing people, lying, turning into all the things that I didn't want to become or said I wasn't going to become. Parenting my mom. At the end of the day, you just like everybody else, right? You're doing exactly what everybody else is doing in between death and greatness. So it could be this idea of saying that's never going to be me. I don't want to be all those things. I've become something I don't want. Or the other way around, saying I want greatness. I'm not going to be mediocre. That's never going to be me. I want to do all these wild things that so many people wish they could, but that are not honest about. Different ways you could take that. Intense song, Token. You have me uncomfortable with this one, broski. Goodness gracious. Make sure to go check out Token Hip Hop. The wordplay, the sass, the cynicism, the provocation was intense. His speed is crazy. That cadence flow, he was going hard there. What are your thoughts on this one? Subscribe and I'll see you on the next ride. Ayo!